Hey everybody, Crow back again, and I got this in the mail today. This is the Evercade Alpha Mega Man Deluxe Edition Bar Top Arcade. I pre-ordered this back when it was announced. It was only available on Funstock's website. Otherwise, I would have gotten it from Video Games Plus. Not that Video Games Plus didn't have the Alpha, they just didn't have the Deluxe Edition. I kind of wanted the Deluxe Edition because it had the Sanwa buttons and all of the Marquees and some other stuff. And I went with the Mega Man version over the Street Fighter version just because there's more variety of games on here. Personally, I like the look and artwork on the Street Fighter version better, but the Street Fighter version had 6 games and 4 of them were variations of Street Fighter. It's not like I don't like Street Fighter. It's that I wanted to see more of a variety of games. But the first thing is that this box is huge. Okay, it's much bigger box than I was expecting. Looking at here, we're looking at like a little bit over 14.5 inches wide. It is about 19.5 inches tall. So the other side's about, the other side is about 11.5 inches. So it is a pretty big box. And I don't know what the regular version of this looks like. This is the deluxe version. Here's the Mega Man on the side. I wonder what the Street Fighter one actually looks like now. Here we can see on the back, it's got the games. Also, one of the things I want to do here is once I open this up and try it out, I do want to take the thing apart. I want to see how much of it can be modded. Now, the one thing I didn't mention was the price. And when I went back and I looked at how much I paid for it, I was like, holy crap, this was much more expensive than I remember. Here's the funny thing. On the Funstock's website, in US dollars, the regular version of this comes out to $292.95, which is kind of crazy. And I don't remember it being that much. This version was $318.42. So the price difference between the two on the Funstock website is only like $14 or $16. Shipping, since they managed to do the shipping from within the US instead of Europe, the shipping was around $10. So it's much more fair on the shipping. Yeah, so it's funny. I'm looking at the Video Games Plus website. They only have the standard edition of the Alpha. And they're selling that for, well, it has $249.94, and it's actually slashed down to $228.51. So I have no idea why they're selling it for $292 on Funstock. It really makes no sense to me. Here's the top of the box. This was kind of ripped like this when I opened it, so I don't know what happened there. Let's get our knife open. We got here tape there. We got tape here. And I believe there's some tape here, even though it's... Once I cut this will probably... Oh, I don't know. Well, anyway, let's get that open. There we go. And there we go. Oh, it's still together somehow. And then it did have a handle at the top. You probably saw that when I changed the camera angle. First thing we see here is a manual, Evercade Alpha, quick start guide. We've got I bet you these are the Marquees. So when I get this out, we'll take a look at this. Here's our Evercade Alpha controller. We have here a USB-C to USB cable. Hey, look, a whole bunch of adapters. So nope, yep, and whatever this is. And here's our AC adapters. So yeah, we got the foam here. Inside here, let's see here. We'll have to pull this out. But here we go. You just got to find the right way to grip it. We'll put this box aside here. And here's our Evercade Alpha. So for the actual device itself, it looks like at the widest points, it is about 10 inches wide. The height, almost 17 inches. It's like 16 3/4. Depth-wise, 13 inches if we go to the edge of the control panel. So it's quite big, and I knew kind of how big it was going to be, but just to, as a comparison, let me grab one of the tabletop arcade one-up devices. All right, so here it is side by side with the Galaga arcade one-up tabletop, and you can see that size-wise it's a bit comparable. In fact, this is a little bit bigger, just a little bit. This has got the Tate screen, but this is a 4x3 screen, which actually I think is perfect for this because a lot of the games that are on the Evercade are in the 4:3 aspect ratio, so they'll fill out the whole screen. There are some games that are Tate mode, which will obviously be a little bit smaller and have the black bars on the sides. And then there are a few games that are widescreen, so you'll get the black bars at the top. But for something like this, I think the 4:3 aspect ratio is fine. Sound buttons, good joystick clicky. We got the on-off button here. We've got a volume button. Here are 2 cartridge slots, USBs for controllers. We've got a headphone jack. So let's take a look around here. Here's our side art. The other side is pretty much exactly the same artwork. On the back here, it looks like we've got just the USB-C plug-in, and that's about it. I see screws everywhere, so we're definitely going to take this apart. But in the meantime, let's pull off this. It's like peel off protective film. I see screws here. I might undo these screws. It'd probably be easier to take that protective plastic off. And there's one up here. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I can feel without even looking at the quick start guide, I can see. Oh, I thought this was magnetically held in. There's no magnets. Why was I thinking this was magnetically held in? But you can see that these are translights. They got to be translucent because this thing lights up. So it looks like this has got protective film on it. We need to get that off. Now, presumably, the other Marquees are in this envelope. So let's open this up. This should have all 6 Marquees. If you got the standard edition, you only got 3. So we got... Do we have to peel? There's a protective plastic on every single one of these. Well, anyway, there's Mega Man 2, the Power Fighters, Carrier Airwing, Knights of the Round, Strider, and a Final Fight. And I might actually put the Final Fight one on here. Looks like we've also got a certificate of authenticity, okay, I wasn't worried about it not being authentic. And it looks like there's a poster. Here's a better look at the poster. So, let me put the Final Fight one on. There we go. So, presumably, you could probably make your own and just put it behind. I thought that this was held in magnetically, but it's not. There's obviously a tab here and here, and you just pop that in. So, that's easy enough to replace. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw these a bit so I can take off this piece a bit better. So now it should be easier to pull this off. There we go. Okay, you know what? It's interesting is that this is kind of in the way now too. I mean, this is the thing I don't like is like, okay, they put this plastic on before they assembled it. But it makes it incredibly hard for somebody to take this off cleanly if they don't want to undo the machine. I mean, look at that, really. You've got to take this thing apart if you want to get this off as cleanly as possible. There we go. Here we go. There we go. Come on. Don't get stuck in there. There we go. Okay, I think we got this out. Let's just put the screws back in for now. Let's just turn this thing on for right now. All right, plugged in. And I guess we hit the button here, on off. Marquee lights up. Blaze Entertainment. This is the volume down here. Oh, cool. That's a nice setup. Start up there. That different boot screen is kind of interesting. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, English. Okay, so it will connect to Wi-Fi, so let me set that up. All right, so we gotta get all the way through this, I guess. There we go. Okay, I guess there's an update, so let's update this. All right, so we got to boot it up after the update. I've adjusted my camera settings a bit. So here's the Mega Man The Power Battle. We got Mega Man 2, Strider, Knights of the Round, Final Fight, Carrier Wing, already done it. So if you select here, there's no cartridges inserted. This is, oh look, we got the Game of the Month on here. Hidden games. So this is the same hidden games that you could get on the other devices. So let's see if we'll try to do that in a bit. Looks like, you know, the funny thing is, like, here's the library. I could just go in there and say I have all these carts, but I'll leave it as is. Let's see, here we got display. We got original ratio, pixel perfect, full screen, which in a set original ratio, which is correct. Scan lines we'll leave as is. I usually leave them off. Bezels. I usually like the wireframe, although we shouldn't really be seeing that many bezels, especially if since most of the games are 4:3. Dynamic rate control is enabled. No, it was disabled, I think. We'll enable it. I don't really remember what that was. Auto demo. Oh, there's an auto demo mode. We'll have to wait and see what that is. I don't think the other devices have this. And scan lines on or off. That's weird that option would be. Why? Okay, none, subtle scan lines, strong scan lines, but then we got to turn them on off here. It really doesn't make much sense. Now I'm kind of curious. Let's just wait and see what the demo mode is. Okay, that's interesting. It went into the demo mode of Knights of the Round. I don't know if that's what was selected or not, but it doesn't seem to want to change to something else. If I hit a button here, okay, it came back. So it went to Knights of the Round because that happened to be what was highlighted. So I'm guessing if I just had any of these highlighted, it would just boot that game up sort of and started playing that. But let's take a look. Let's try some of this stuff out. Here's Mega Man, the power battle. Oh, if I just hit Y, it would just go right to demo. Okay. So I don't have to wait. You just hit Y and send it right to demo. But then if I push anywhere on the joystick, it'll just come right back. Okay. But let's boot it up. Oh, I see. We got the same. Here's coin limit, competition mode. Could edit the controls even. Okay, so we're going to cancel this menu. I'm just going to leave it as is. Yes, I want to cancel. So at least we can change those options if we want. What is this? Oh, photosensitivity warning. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's play. Insert coin. So I guess this is this button here. All right. Start. We'll be Mega Man. I've never played this before. Of course. Okay. I'm guessing there's only 2 buttons. You know what? In the game, let's hit menu, okay? And we can pull up controls, okay. Okay, just picking a random one here. Got him, okay. Win! Here's Mega Man 2. Looks like we got more options here, but I'm still going to be Mega Man. I gotta say, it's this is big enough here where it's pretty comfortable to leave my hands resting on here. It just feels like a little slightly smaller arcade controller here. Oh, did I pull him out? I don't know how I did any of this. There we go. Next up, Strider. Let's see if we adjust the volume. There's no volume bar on here to tell me how loud it is or not while I'm pushing it up or down. You know what? I just realized when Sean was on the Evercast, I asked him what kind of gate was on this controller. He said 8-way. But you know what? That's totally not true. This is a box. This is not an 8-way gate switch. I'm going to have to replace that. Knights of the Round. Yeah, this is a good one for sure. Final fight. Oh, it'd be interesting to see what kind of intro we get here. Oh, it didn't even show Jessica in the oh, wait. Yeah, it didn't even show Jessica in the beginning of this one. What version is this? Not that that's important or anything, but... That's right. Oh! All right, last one. Carrier Air Wing. There we go. Very nice. So if we did this, there we go. There's N, N, N. Okay. Menu button times 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Fairy fire. But let's try here and go to secret. Try and enter in some secret codes here. Probably. There we go. Grilly's Day Out. Nice. He was here. Enter. Cuba 1 and 2. There's Rogue 64. Yep, Lost Mines. That works. And there's Juggling Balls. There's our secret image here, still in the Evercade Alpha. Loading psych. Okay, yeah. That little Easter eggs in here. Okay, so this just reinstalls the last update. L1, R1 down. Oh, okay, you know what? I had to hold it down. I wasn't holding it. I have to hold those buttons down. Okay, that's why that didn't work. So now there is Spacey McRacy. So that should give us... So there's one left. L2, L2, R2, R2, L1, L1, R1, R1. Not working. Okay, well, I'm giving up on that. I don't know why I can't get Hummings to be unlocked, but let's take a look at some of the ones we did unlock. Let's take a look at Fairy Fire. This is a native game, so this might have the black bars at the top and the bottom. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's interesting. It put it all the way at the top. So that is really interesting on this game. It actually put the screen at the top. You know what? I'm going to have to change the camera just a little bit. There you are. You're getting a bit of reflection now, but at least you can kind of see what I'm talking about in relationship with the screen here. It kind of bumped that all the way up to the top, which is fine, I guess. So it's up as high as possible. This is a native game, so that's obviously doing that on purpose. We'll have to try some other stuff here. Okay, here's Juggling Balls. Oh, it actually has some borders on the side there. Interesting. Actually, not looking bad on here. Looking really good, actually. Got some great music in this one. Ah, okay. Interesting. That must be the exit after I collect everything. Oh, what was this now? Let's actually try some carts. Here's Cathedral. Not supported. Cathedral, not supported. When will it be supported? Wow, unbelievable. Well, I was going to say maybe it has something to do with the fact that there's not enough buttons, but why can't I play it with the controller plugged in? That's weird. The very first game I try. Okay, I guess we'll try this one, Alwa's Awakening. So if we go to the menu, we should be able to load a save. How about that? So yeah, my save states from my Evercade game work. And this looks actually pretty damn good. It's a good size. It's a really good size. And the screen looks really good too. Okay, this is our Atari arcade cart. They never fixed Pong, did they? Let's look at Pong. Yep, the game just starts. No warning. This is not how Pong... And the game never ends. If they didn't fix it, the game doesn't end. Let's see how Warlords works. I mean, that was like a paddle game or a dial game. Yes, isn't bad considering I'm using a joystick instead of a paddle. Boom, you're dead. Gone. Alright, I'm going to plug in Atari Collection 1 and Atari Collection 2 because we should get a bonus game on here. Get in there. There you go. So, got, okay, it's 41 games. So this does have our secret game, which is the 7800 version of Dark Chambers. I don't know why this was the version, this was not the version they put in just on the cartridge. Why put the 2600 version on here? I don't understand. I'm just curious, did they ever fix steeplechase? Oh yeah, we can adjust the height, jump height now. When I actually did my video on this collection that steeplechase was in, you could not adjust the height of the jump. Okay, here's another good reason to have one of these carts. I can't remember which one this is on, but... Food Fight, excellent game. Ooh. Oh, crap. Oh, uh-oh, are we in trouble? Are we in trouble? Yep. All right, just checking out Checkered Flag from Link's collection too. Not looking bad at all. All right, C64 Collection 3. I want to take a look at Summer Games 2. Forward, forward, up. There we go. Had to put in Burger Time, one of my favorite arcade games. Put in a coin. Here we go. Let's get that ice cream. Look at that hot dog. Oh, ice cream. Don't mind if I do. Another ice cream. Oh, whatever you say. Hey guys, waiting for you. Here is Duke Nukem Collection 1. Just want to see if Duke Remasters work. Yeah, this looks fine. Although, wait, just out of curiosity here. Hang on here. Okay. Was it always 4:3? For some reason, I was under the impression it was widescreen. All right. Alligator hunt. Oh, this sounds great on here. Ooh, yeah, there. All right. Rolled Rally. This is another good one. Go! All right. Oh, this is an awesome game here. All right, so everybody's favorite game, Worms Armageddon, is working on here. All right, I saved this one for last because Namco Museum Collection 1 and 2 will not work on the Evercade VS. They will work on the XP, but they should work in here. And indeed they do. Here is some Splatterhouse Part 2 working on Namco Museum Collection 2, so that is not blocked out from working on the Evercade Alpha. For some reason, it's only blocked from working on the Evercade VS. What I really want to do now is take this thing apart, see how easy it is to get to the insides, and maybe see if anything can be modified on here. Let's take a look. Can this panel come off at this point? Yes, actually there it is. Right out. Okay, look at that. Very easy to get inside. So we got the back off, but it doesn't seem like we can get to the buttons or anything very easily here. So here's our cable for the light. If you don't want... Okay, so if you don't want the light on, and you take off the back, this is speakers. So these are the speakers. It looks like this is just a plug here. If you just unplug that, bam. And no lights on top. But we'll leave that plugged in for now. All right, so on the control panel here, I'm seeing these plugs here, which are probably concealing screws, which hopefully, if I take these screws out, be able to, yeah, okay. I'll take this off and I'll be able to lift the whole thing up to 2 screws. Actually, what I'll need to do too, I need to take the bat off, and if I hope to get this up. Yep, it's just that. Okay. Oh, no, I don't. The whole thing just comes right up. Okay. The buttons, yeah, they just have the 2 plugs on here. So you could replace this with any buttons you'd like. Yeah, I want to replace that. Let me make sure I have one. I'm in luck. I do have an extra one. So let's see. All we should probably need to do is... There we go, like that. There we go. Right off. Okay, put the new one on. Yep, there we go. Okay, there we go. Snap it right in. Oh, that is so much better. Okay, so now that this is up, I'm going to take this front panel off. So, here we go. So it seems like, and this is what I was kind of afraid of, this image here is just put right on this plastic. So you can't really change it out very easily. I was hoping that this would like be a piece of paper underneath here and you'd be able to just, replace that paper with anything. But if you really wanted to replace it, you'd have to get a piece of plexiglass that was about the same size, put in the holes, and then you could put whatever. I mean, that would be the only way you'd be able to change this. So let's put this back. I was just really hoping that this would be very easy to replace, but nope. Because, like, what if you changed the marquee? You changed the marquee, but you still stuck with the same bezel. But honestly, when I was playing those games there, I wasn't really looking at the bezel, so it's not that big of a deal. Just so you can see in there, tilt it forward, I can just show you what that looks like down there, so you have easy access to pretty much any of the stuff if you wanted to mess around with it. Also, since I have a pair of pliers here, let's see if I can... If we just grab onto this, yeah, very easy to twist off. You could probably replace that with a ball top if you really wanted to, which I have here, but you know what? It doesn't fit. Oh, look at this. Look at this. That's like an adapter on there or something. Yeah, okay. Take the adapter off, and then this will fit on there. Okay. So if you really prefer a ball top, you can do that. And I presume any other like the actuator or anything else you want. I'd want a bigger actuator in here, honestly. And to be honest, there's plenty of room in here. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. I think I'll stick with the original what came with it for a while. I could always change that out whenever I wanted. And it wouldn't even require opening up anything. Now I still have the back off of this for a reason. I'm going to turn this back on. And what I appreciate is it's just a simple on-off. There's no holding the button in or for turning it on or off. Just a simple, this is the way they all should have been. Just bam, on, bam, off. No holding the button down. Okay, so we can see that the marquee is on right now. I should just be able to reach around and unplug it. I'm doing this without even looking. Boom. Don't want the marquee on? There you go, just unplug that. That's very simple. And if you really wanted to do something, you could easily install a switch on the back to turn for turning it on or off. So let me plug it back in. The interesting thing is that the cable right next to it is for the speakers, so I could just unplug the speakers. Bam, no speakers. All right, I'm really liking this. $300 liking it. I'm not 100% sure. I think for a lot of people that is a lot of De Niro. I like it because if you want to play an Evercade game, and you want to play on a screen bigger than the handheld, you've got this option. And before you say, yeah, but you got to plug it into a wall, I don't think that's necessarily true. I've unplugged this from the AC adapter. This is a power bank. I should be able to plug this into the power bank. There we go. Let's see. Hey, turns right on. So this is actually being, powered with an external battery pack. How long it would last will really depend on the capacity the battery holds in whatever you're holding. But if you got multiples of them, there's no reason you could just swap them in and out. Maybe you can even install an external battery pack on the inside. There's plenty of room on the inside. I think I'm happy with this. This will probably sit right by my desk. But I'm shocked that Cathedral doesn't work on here. I wonder what other games don't work. Because I'm not going to go through every single game and see what works and what doesn't work. And the fact that I couldn't get that one game unlocked too kind of surprises me. I wonder what I'm doing wrong with that. Oh yeah, we've got a Mega Man theme here. That's one thing I failed to look into is the theme. We've got the blue and gold theme, which was the Capcom theme that was on the Evercade EXP. We've got the dark theme. We've got the light theme. Mega Man theme, which is probably exclusive to this machine. There's probably a Street Fighter theme that's on the other one. The Neo theme and the Neon theme and the Radon theme. Let's try Neo. Yes, let's change the theme. There we go. Look at that. That is pretty nifty. That's pretty sharp. I kind of like that, like a lot more than the other one. Anyway, I've gone on long enough on this thing. So we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.